Why? Why not try to...
Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Your taxes are coming down. See, everyone's happy, honey.
That's awesome.
You've done a good job. Yeah, we'll run through the 9 holes.
So that was Donald Trump and his granddaughter, who, by the way, is as much of a grifter as he is. They allowed her to introduce her clothing line on the White House lawn. So she's grifting people as well. But here's the funny thing. Think about this for a second, MAGAs. Donald Trump is on a golf course, driving a golf cart with his granddaughter. He's rich as hell. The people on that golf course are also rich. He's driving by people who have been cleared to have that type of proximity to the president, and he's yelling to them, "Your taxes are going down. I'm lowering your taxes." Have you seen Donald Trump in your neighborhood telling people, "I'm lowering your taxes"? Have you seen him at one of your committee meetings or one of your schools telling them, "I'm lowering your taxes"? Has he been at your trailer park letting you know that he's lowering your taxes? Has he been anywhere near anyone who is in the same socioeconomic status level as you are, telling them, "I'm lowering your taxes"? Remember that time he was at Mar-a-Lago? And he's standing up there with a bunch of millionaires and billionaires, and he's like, "And I'm going to lower your taxes"? That's who he cares about. Those are the people he gives a damn about. The reason why he is not in your neighborhood, at your grocery store, at your kids' school, telling them, "I'm lowering your taxes," is because he is not. He doesn't give a damn about you. He's proven this over and over and over again. If you're one of those people who come to my comments and try to tell me how much Republicans are so much better than Democrats, here's a question for you. Name a piece of legislation that Donald Trump or someone in the administration has put out there that specifically targets helping poor and middle class people. Just name one. Name something that tells you, "Oh yeah, Donald Trump is trying to bring my prices down," or "Donald Trump is trying to raise my wages," or "Donald Trump is trying to make my working conditions better," or "Donald Trump is trying to revitalize my neighborhood." Like, tell me what he has done. I remember when it was infrastructure week, like every single week. He never did that. I remember he was going to replace Obamacare with something even better. He never did that. What has he actually done? Name a piece of legislation. Name a time that he's ever been standing around a bunch of poor and middle class people and said to them, "I'm lowering your taxes." He never has. And even if you were to name no tax on tips, here's the funniest thing about that. No tax on tips has an expiration date. Taxes to the wealthy has no expiration date. No tax on tips ends in 2 years. And if you look at the small print, you're barely getting no tax on tips. And many of you are going to find that out when you go and get your taxes done. But he made this no tax on tips in the one big beautiful bill, and it has an expiration date of 2 to 4 years or something like that. But the tax decreases for the millionaires and billionaires, there is absolutely no expiration date on that. They're going to get that forever. So again, tell me, please, give me anything that Donald Trump has ever actually done for poor and middle class people. Even Republicans, name one thing. I mean, it's the Democrats. The reason why you have any type of minimum wage at all is because of Democrats. The reason why you have a break room at your job, the break room, first of all, is because of Democrats. But the reason you have a break room at your job with laws and OSHA and things that make sure that your working conditions are going to be safe, the reason why you have evaluations and raises and stuff like that, those are Democratic policies. Every single one of them. If it were up to Republicans, There would be no minimum wage. They would let corporations pay you whatever they want to pay you, which is where we are at this point anyway, because they still won't raise the minimum wage. It would not matter. That corporations wouldn't give a damn how your working conditions were if it were up to Republicans. If it were up to Republicans, you wouldn't have breaks. They'd be like, what do you need a break for? Just work. Work 8 hours, 12 hours, 15 hours. There would be no such thing as overtime if it weren't for Democratic policies. What have Republicans done for you? Name the legislation. I'll wait. Period.
Don't want no enemies or ops. Envy in their heart, I tell them stop. Vacation on the yacht.